Literacy is a lifelong skill, yet many students enter secondary school without the reading capabilities needed to access school content. Cambridge Park is located in a disadvantaged area in Western Sydney. The school has great diversity in terms of languages and culture. Our intervention targets students in Years 8 and 9 in order to prepare them for the Year 9 NAPLAN exams.
The proposed school-wide intervention endeavours to improve late Stage 4 and early Stage 5 literacy results through regular and appropriately scaled online comprehension quizzes. To develop students' comprehension skills across all subject areas, a select number of teachers from each KLA will collaborate and construct a series of questions for inclusion in the quizzes based on the units of study in their respective scope and sequences. This will in turn promote knowledge and comprehension of subject-specific terms. To minimize repetition of questions, the quizzes will consist of 30 questions, randomly selected from a pool of 100 multiple choice questions. Questions included in the quizzes are not limited to print. Texts include elements of print, image, sound, animated movements, and symbolic representations. To ensure the intervention caters for the diverse range of learning abilities across the age group, the quizzes are scaled at 4 levels of student performance: elementary, low intermediate, high intermediate, and advanced. These levels represent milestones of academic achievement along the continuum of performance and enable consistent decisions about student academic achievement. Consequently, each progressive performance level consists of questions that require a deeper analysis of the text. Students then advance to the subsequent scale once a threshold of 80% has been met. It is expected that students use a range of reading comprehension strategies that self-monitor their textual understanding and promote the development of connections between their prior knowledge and the content. Therefore, to assist with the implementation of the intervention, the class is allocated 1 teaching period of the school's fortnightly learning cycle to complete the intervention. These periods are scheduled as equitably as possible between mathematics, science, and English periods, as these are the 3 subjects that have the greatest number of periods.
Scenario. Our study has indicated that Cambridge Park High School students' literacy skills and overall NAPLAN results could benefit from improved strategies and the implementation of updated practices surrounding literacy and especially reading comprehension. The school's recent NAPLAN results indicate a downward trend well below the national average, and research indicates that schools and students from low socioeconomic areas are struggling to compete in 21st century education. To improve upon the current literacy program in place, we believe that an updated program that specifically targets the ongoing development of students' reading comprehension skills will dramatically improve overall student literacy and reverse the current downturn in NAPLAN results. This program would adopt a goal-orientated approach that informs and supports a teacher-led focus for specific KLAs, as literacy is a general capability across all curriculum areas. By keeping the focus within individual KLAs and tailoring literacy support to specific content, a more active and engaged teacher and student collaboration will occur. In keeping with future NAPLAN plans for online learning implementation, the program would also incorporate a digital framework of regularly scheduled online content, providing greater levels of student engagement through increased ICT use in the classroom. It is our belief that the program proposal outlined will improve the literacy needs of Cambridge Park High School and its students now and in the future, as the program is geared towards the further implementation of online learning for 21st century educational standards. The Action Research Program will be implemented to develop and improve the literacy levels and future NAPLAN results across the Year 8 group by targeting students' reading comprehension skills within specific KLA content through a digital framework. The goals that the Action Research Project aims to achieve are: 1. To improve reading comprehension levels in Year 8 students by adopting strategies that improve academic achievement through intentional learning. Number 2, improving students' overall literary skills across all key learning areas by adopting a teacher-led approach and content-specific focus, and through the development and incorporation of an inclusive digital framework. And finally, number 3, facilitate future-focused and lifelong learning of students by equipping them with the necessary literary skills to meet the challenges of 21st century education.
Change theorist Michael Fuller noted that one of the major issues our schools face is not the resistance to innovation, but the fragmentation, overload, and incoherence resulting from the uncritical and uncoordinated acceptance of too many different innovations. Now, what this means for our schools is that we need to use evidence-based interventions, and that these interventions need to be specific for each individual school environment, as we know that universal interventions do not work. For our intervention, we have drawn from the framework of teacher-led development work, as all our ideas, research, and materials were developed equally as a group. While our data is practical, in acknowledgement that teachers' workloads are immense, and our focus has been on one particular school, Cambridge Park High School, as each school has unique needs. For our proposed intervention, we'll use a mixed method approach, where we'll use data from NAPLAN, data from our online quizzes, and also from our surveys from our teachers and students. This we will use to triangulate the data and minimize any errors that might occur. Here are 2 extracts from our surveys. On the left, we have the student survey, and on the right, we have the teacher survey. Using the approach of having 2 collection points, so midpoint and endpoint, will allow us to adapt our materials as the intervention is going. Our proposed intervention will implement aspects of the cycle of continuous improvement. We will do this by collecting data at multiple points during our intervention. This will include the collection of survey data at the mid and end point of the intervention, but also we will collect data through an ongoing process each week as we reflect on the data from the online quizzes, and we'll use this information to actually inform the creation of new materials in the quizzes.
This project has a proposed duration of 2 years, with implementation beginning at Year 8 and completion at the end of Year 9. The breadth of this project includes 3 phases and enables sustained delivery and monitoring for ongoing learning. It also incorporates the cycle of continuous improvement into the program at multiple stages. The preparation and planning phase covers a period of 1.5 terms consisting of several key actions. Firstly, through teacher professional development, in literacy teacher workshops, student samples of writing are analysed and their literacy needs are identified. Then, in KLA-specific staff meetings, literacy needs of each KLA are agreed upon and sample questions are designed. Cross-curricular staff meetings are then set up to share the literacy needs of each KLA. Consistent terminology is established at this stage, and as teachers agreed upon what students need to know at Year 8 and what they need to know by Year 9. This collaboration between teachers is the beginning stage of developing a shared vision for the school and the literacy needs of the students. This covers the implementation of the literacy program over a period of 4 terms. As the program is introduced to students, 4 sets of data will be used to track and gather impact measurement of the program and influence ongoing change. The phase includes post-program testing, evaluation, and feedback. Over 3 terms, students will undertake the NAPLAN tests. The NAPLAN results are released and the data is analysed, and staff are also provided with feedback on the success of the program and its findings. These measures will lead to a cycle of continuous improvement as assessment is ongoing and the development of the resources for the program is influenced by that data. Noted in educational literature that the issue in schools is not the lack of ideas or programs, but the successful implementation and monitoring of these programs. While there is a wealth of theory into best practice, it is clear that there is no one-size-fits-all solution to education, and this is why the cycle of continuous improvement is so important. The cycle of continuous improvement ensures that schools are implementing the best practice for their specific and unique environments through regular data collection and analysis.